Ya, pilih patay. Tulo. Ha? Tulo. Putang ina. Ayaw mo palkansi. Naibabay. Unsa, nagkagunit og armas. Sir, pahit Amazona. Ha? Pusilas bisong. Ha?
Since Duterte came to government, what would be most notable would be his misogynistic remarks that would push back maybe the women's rights movement of a few steps back or miles back because of he normalizes abuse towards women's violence against women, and it's very hard to fight for women's rights when there's someone up there who's talking about how to abuse women and how he has abused women.
Even before he came to power, immediately before he was sworn to office, we already received death threats and rape threats for protesting against him. Human rights defenders, especially women's rights defenders, are being persecuted. Duterte has been saying that women don't deserve to be in government. He also has been in cahoots with other government agencies in asking for greater requirements from nonprofit organizations, especially with the Securities and Exchange Commission.
Rural women are involved in feminism, but they don't know that they're doing feminism. Because in the Philippines, when you say that you're a feminist, it means a lot of things. And in the rural areas, when you say feminist, it means a lot of things, and most of that are not positive.
Young Filipino people, most of them are active in critiquing the Duterte administration, for example, and they're in his sexist remarks, and we are very happy to see that as part of the movement, that there is a clamor and there is critical thinking among young people. On the other hand, there are lots of work to be done. There are lots of education work that needs to be done because the culture of violence is high.
The coming of Duterte has really sparked a lot of anger in various levels within indigenous women. First, he promised to protect indigenous people's rights and indigenous lands. But as soon as he came as president, he was pushing for his Build, Build, Build program. And one of the flagship programs of this are dam projects, which are right within the ancestral domain of indigenous people. On the ground are experiencing different forms of violence already, not being recognized within the community, and pushing for their leadership and their capacities to be recognized. But then also experiencing sexual violence by the military and armed groups in their communities. And then you have this president, who's, by the way, the commander-in-chief in the country, saying it's okay and you'll be rewarded if you rape women.